Hello and welcome to the Magic Millions of 2019 and we appreciate the fact that you view these presentations. And here we have lot 892, a Wandjina Colt out of a very fast Zippity mare, who in turn was out of a Snippets mare. Just give him a parade please. So we purchased him for $40,000. Now I believe that he is an early going horse and an early type 2-year-old, which obviously suits this climate up here. If you're looking for something to try and get into a Magic Millions race, I believe this is the kind of horse. Really neat horse. I've had a bit of luck with Zippity mares. They're quite quick, a pure speed horse, and as you can see, he's a lovely striding, lovely moving, strong, well built, well set colt. Wandjina the Stallion's first crop are now 2-year-olds, and he's had a little bit of success so far. So I think this is potentially a really cheap horse that might go as an early 2-year-old. Now, I'm seriously considering make this a ladies only syndicate, which means that for the Magic Millions race, if we happen to get to the race, the first fully owned ladies horse home receives a $500,000 bonus or part thereof, you know, first, second and third. So Dubious ran second yesterday. It was a fully lady owned horse, so they collected the lion's share of $500,000 and didn't actually win the race. So I'd like this to be a ladies syndicate horse, but he's just a good type and correct. So $40,000, the costing is, we sell them at cost, so I pay $40,000 for him plus GST. We entered him in the race series, which is $4,950. He's had a scope and vetting, so they're only $165 each, and then he's obviously insured, which we'll charge, you know, later on when we receive the policy. So yeah, just a nice neat colt, and if you want to be involved, just get in contact with me, either on the phone or via the email. But I'd imagine it'd be reasonably popular, and we'll get him done fairly quickly. Just give a close up of his head. There you go. Good looking rooster, ain't you, buddy? Alright, this was really early on the Sunday, so I think if this horse went through later in the day, probably bring 60 to 80, but passed all the vetting and everything else. So nice horse. Alright, cheers, hear from you soon.